Sherski.
Game 6, Friday, May 16th.
Fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks.
That's what Boston's hoping to say. But
Go Nova, though.
at
Go Nova.
MSG, Game 6 in New York tonight, May 16th, Friday.
We'll
Happy
get
Friday.
to it in the NBA section, but I am looking forward in the future to a very nice reunion in the Summer Classic in the NBA.
Yep.
If you can catch my drift. I don't know. You probably get it when we get there, but I'm looking forward to a big reunion. I think we can get it. If the Knicks can hold on and then take care of the Pacers, we might get a nice reunion in the finals.
Maybe. All day bets, Alex Jacobs, Manny, Ruffin. Plenty of betting things to talk about today. Hopefully, you guys have checked out the new betting challenge, which we will be doing day 3 of. More on that a little bit later. And then, obviously, I cannot wait to talk about the MLB and the future lay because I feel good about that. I'm not a huge future guy in terms of like parlays throughout the entire season. I don't really place a lot of them, and I just got so sick. The only reason I really did this is because I was just like, I'm so sick and tired of at the end of the season when they're doing like player awards and BR Betting's tweeting like, oh, this $5 ticket for $18,000.
Right.
Like I'm like, dude, okay, at some point you just gotta throw something.
Right.
So, all right, more trivia.
More trivia. I actually think I gotta stop saying this, but I'm giving you like a layup a day. I think that might be the strategy.
A layup a day.
And a layup is a little bit, maybe a left-hand layup for a non-experienced basketball player. So like you should make it, but it's like, hey, it's my left hand. Yeah, there. Sports betting trivia until Alex gets one correct. Brought to you by Pickett Sports. Thank you to our boys over there and gals. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do y'all like that. First trivia question. In honor of the Stanley Cup. This is your left-handed layup. There's been 6 Conn Smythe Award winners when their team did not win the Stanley Cup. There's been 2 forwards. The most recent forward was Connor McDavid. What were his odds to win the Conn Smythe?
Oh, boy.
Or I should re-say this. What was his highest peak of his odds? Like, what were the highest peak of his odds to win the Conn Smythe?
Plus 400.
I'll give you one more guess.
Fuck. I mean, I think I want to say minus 120.
I can't believe what I'm about to read. This is AI overview from Google. McDavid was the overwhelming favorite to win the Conn Smythe Trophy with odds as high as minus 3,500, meaning a 3,500 bet will win $100 close to the end of the playoffs. These odds implied a very high probability, over 97%, that he would win the award regardless of the outcome. That's insane, bro. I think I remember we looked at that too last year. But we like glossed over it. Like we were doing the awards for the Stanley Cup final, and we did Conn Smythe, and we were like, okay, I guess he's gonna win.
I mean, I get it, but like
that's insane, bro. That's
a little too much for me. Again, it's still a future award. I don't give a shit. Like, I feel like plus 400 is not so high, but it's also not. I don't know. It's a future.
Oh my God, that's fucking great.
I'm getting hammered on these.
All right. Golf edition.
All right, we're back to the golf course.
Tiger Woods has seen some crazy odds to win majors, regular tournaments. Do you know the year and what the odds were where he was the highest favorite to win the Masters? Ever, I should say. My fault.
06.
Wow, that's a great guess. It's not the year. I'll give you one more guess because that's a great guess. That's some ball knower shit because that's really was like people will say the Tiger Slam year, but real ball knowers would say 06, 08. Tiger was really different.
That's what I was.
That's what they'll
say. I had
say.
06 and 08.
Some real ball knowledge out of you. I like that. You're a young bull too.
I know. But like, Odds wise is kind of crazy. Oh man. I mean, odds wise, I'd still probably say like plus 800. I wouldn't go. I don't care how good you are, dude. It's a fucking Masters.
Tiger Woods to win the Masters in 2007 was minus 125.
Dude, I just can't.
Minus
I literally can't. I
125.
cannot deal with that shit, bro. It's still Augusta.
I don't understand how that's possible.
I'm trying.
That's the one he lost to Zach Johnson. He also held the lead
That's
on the
right.
final day.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's fucking insane, bro.
Damn it.
Okay.
Are we getting closer? Because I'm at least getting part of the question almost right.
It's honestly, I like you're getting there. Like I can see you getting better every show. This question, I was debating whether I should put it in or not. I think it fits the criteria. So in the UFC, one of, if not, the biggest upset ever. The training camp of this fighter went on an article and reported that they pulled their money together and placed a bet on this fighter of odds as high as 12-1. Who was the fighter and which upset was this?
Fuck. I feel like I vaguely remember this story. Was this recently? When the fuck? I mean, it sounds like some like Jorge Masvidal type shit, low key, but that's not. Dude, what I do like remember.
You know this, bro. You know this.
I remember.
You know this, bro.
Like, is this gettable?
Yeah, it's gettable. It's gettable. This is a gettable par 4 for sure. So gettable. You got a nice 7-iron in your hand. First cut. Oh, this is Alex Jacobs shot for show. For show.
I want another one, like Colby Covington.
Nope.
I can't see it being like a. I mean, like. I don't see this being gettable.
Are you tapping?
I am tapping.
So he's tapped out. This was when Holly Holm defeated Ronda Rousey.
Wow.
She opened up at 22-1. Her camp, her trainers, Cutman, all them bet her at 12-1. She was as low as 8-1.
I definitely remember that story.
Holly Holm beating Ronda Rousey. When I read this, I was like, I can't believe I forgot about it. I was like, I can't believe I forgot about this.
Yeah.
And the betting story, that's even making me more glorious. Shout out to the camp for putting their money together at 12-1. That's a crazy payday for the boys.
That is a crazy payday.
That's a crazy payday. I was surprised they could do that in MMA. Like they like reported this. It was in the USA Today article. They said that. It's fucking insane. They were like, "Thank you, Vegas, for the." I'll read it. Actually, I'll read it for you real quick because it was actually mind blowing when I read this. The guy said, "Lenny Fresquez." If I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry, Vegas. You shouldn't have put the odds so high. Holmes manager Lenny Fresquez told USA Today. It was a couple of our team members. We had a good pot together, so it was nice. I wish I would have had placed more money.
That's so crazy.
That is insane, bro. So, we didn't get it today.
No,
we might get it tomorrow.
Maybe, man. God. I'm tracking.
You are tracking, bro.
We're getting closer. We're just not there yet.
I had a feeling. I thought today was going to be the day. I'm not going to lie. For some reason, I thought you were going to know the McDavid line for some weird reason. Like you were just going to know that.
That shit just like those like future lines. I'm just never going to assume. Even I don't care like how
good the player is.
It's too big of a future.
Minus 120 to win the Masters.
Yeah, minus 125 to win the Masters is insane. Okay, so over to the challenge. We're having a lot of fun with this challenge. So if you guys haven't seen this, make sure you're tapped in on social media. We are moving to day 3 of this challenge.
Day 3.
Day 3. Race to 700 challenge, day 3, brought to you by Pickett Sports.
There's only been one loss.
We cashed
so far.
plus 100.
Let me not jinx it.
We cashed plus 200.
What else?
And now
what else?
We're going to plus 300. And this man cashed to
Finally
plus
did something.
100
We finally
and
did
is
something.
moving to plus 200.
We finally did something.
Let's move on.
You want to go first, or is it me today?
You take it. You
Take the
start
wheels.
us
All
off.
right, let me log into my FanDuel real quick.
You start us off.
All right, so I'm at stage 200 here. I actually went with the Alex Jacobs meta. I have a 2-leg parlay going. I kind of like what you did there, and it worked out well for you. Let me log into my shit here. FanDuel, you know, they got security and all that shit. Some of my FanDuel, too, my Face ID doesn't work anymore. I don't know if I got uglier or something.
I think you were saying that last time.
Or if I got more handsome, but my shit doesn't work anymore. I'm going to the ladies.
Bruh.
First leg, Big Fee. Nafisa Collier, 10 rebounds, minus 118. Second leg, Drew Holiday. If you listen to the show, you know I got on him a couple episodes ago by not having enough activity. He had 7 rebounds last game. Let's get him over 4.5. That gives us plus 226. I like it a lot. Take it to the ladies. Opening day at WNBA. Come on, Fee. One of my favorite players in the league, too. Let's do it.
All right. I mean, I'll give you it.
Let me send you that ticket over.
I'm rooting for you. I, on the other hand, am chasing the plus 300 level. I got 2 legs, plus 317. We have Jalen Brunson, alternate over 26.5 points. And the Toronto Maple Leafs money line.
Yeah, see, this is where.
On the road.
This is where.
Ain't losing 4 in a row. Keep the season alive. This would be such a typical Toronto Maple Leafs thing to do. You win the first 2 games, then you just go, see you later, 4 in a row.
What is Vegas know with this line?
Not happening. Those 2 legs right there with the Leafs at plus 198 on the money line give you plus 317. We'll see you at stage 4.
Austin Matthews.
Go, race 700.
Oh, that's a risky one. Let's do it.
I am just.
That's a risky one. Wait. Ooh, that's a nice little ticket.
Yeah, it is.
I say 25 to win 125.
104.
104. That's a good little ticket.
Plus 317.
This challenge is gonna have you mixing and matching bets you never would have thought.
For sure. Just because you're just not used to. I mean, again, it has to be 2 legs. You know, it can't be a 3-leg thing. So when you get up to like the plus 500, you're gonna be taking stuff that's.
That's why I might be doing a lot of straights at that point. I think I don't know. We'll see.
Dude, it's gonna be hard.
We'll see how the strategy works.
It's gonna get a lot harder. Like I'm enjoying this right now, but
the
losses are going to come.
For now, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Slide down the board a little bit.
All right, over to the Knicks and the Celtics in Game 6. The Knicks are 2.5-point favorites.
Before we get to Game 6, any thoughts on Game 5?
I mean, I didn't know that my point guard
we
was
got point guards
out.
getting fouls.
Like
5,000 a
dude,
quarter.
that was frustrating. It was pretty close for the majority of the game, and then it just wasn't. And the Celtics, and like this is why like when Knicks fans were going crazy, like, oh my goodness, there's no Tatum. This is our series, yada yada. I'm like, dude, no offense, but like in all like factual statements, Jason Tatum was not a huge factor in the series.
Wasn't playing his best at all.
And they were still finding ways to go up by 20, go up by 15 consistently. So I'm like, this series is not over. And again, it's not going to surprise me if this shit goes 7 because of find a way down 50 billion again.
Look how Vegas are setting these lines.
And that's just so weird to me.
The fact that the
Celtics
were 4.5 favorites at home. Immediate game following the JT. Okay, maybe emotional. You can maybe, but I don't think you set a line based off emotional. You know what I mean? Then you go to MSG. I'm expecting to see a 4, 3, something. 2.5?
Dude, the Knicks should not be favorites in this game. What have they proven?
That's just a trap to me.
What have they proven? They've consistently gone down by 20 points.
I guarantee you 80% of the money's on the Knicks. Guarantee it. Fishy as fuck, bro. Fishy as fuck, bro. One thing I would like to see, though, could you look through some lines for me? How would you feel about, those bets where it's a team to be leading by 20 points at any point in the game? Is that something that, or like a team to be trailing by 10 and win the game? Like, there's bets like that. I feel like that would be interesting.
Yeah, I wish they had. I mean,
it's probably not as easy to access, but I could find it. But I might think about taking something like that with the Knicks or the Celtics, like to go down by 10 and eventually win. I know they have them somewhere, but you gotta do some search, and it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, I mean that's
probably in team props. I think it would be in. No. Yeah.
I'm nervous for them. I really just want to get it over with. Indiana Pacers are just looking at the Knicks right now, just laughing.
Yeah, I think the Pacers are looking at both teams laughing. To be honest, bro.
Well, they either get a Tatumless Celtics, or they get the Knicks that have been
finding a way,
asses off.
Finding a way, but I feel like as a team watching the Knicks film, you have to feel like you can get these guys the way what they're showing on film right now.
Absolutely,
definitely have to feel like you can get these guys. I feel like we need a big cat game here.
We need to find a way.
Some bodega bombs. What's the lines for the bodega bomber? The bodega bomber. I need some three now. Let me see the three lines. You can get some value. He's probably got 1.5.
1.5 at plus 142 for Karl Anthony Towns.
What's his three?
Towns for 3 threes is plus 470.
How do you feel about the bodega? Luke Cornett's been getting more minutes. Is he as light on his feet, get out to the perimeter as some other guys? I don't know. Is the bodega going to take advantage of that? I think, and I feel like at the crib, didn't he have the last game at the crib? Didn't he have a couple threes? I think he had 3-4 threes last game I was at home. I'm pretty sure that was game 4, correct? I think he had 3 or 4 threes. I haven't placed it, but the bodega bomber for 3 threes, 2 threes, I don't hate the look at all.
They just got to find a way to hang with them, and they hung with them for a while in game 5, and then it just got way out of hand in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, Derek White was hitting threes all over the place, making plays. Jaylen Brown was steady. Luke Cornett was giving insane minutes.
Pritchard off the bench.
Yep. Pritchard could be a good look too. I like Pritchard's assist tonight. I think he had the ball in his hands.
Apparently in game 4, John Ewing had said that 99% of the bets on MGM had Pritchard's over.
Really?
Of course, that fucking cash.
Yeah, I mean, he's as soon as Tatum goes down, he's a guy that gets a lot of shots anyway. But now that Tatum's down, a lot of people are probably gonna be taking his points. But I think it's an assist night. He's probably gonna be doing a little bit more creating. I think he had the ball in his hands a lot more. When you think about the guys in the Celtics that can break you down off the dribble, Tatum, Brown, obviously, Derek White, Derek White and Drew Holiday, but you could put Pritchard, as far as like talent wise, you could put Pritchard above those guys for sure. I actually like Pritchard assists, cat threes. I'm looking at some good looks in this game.
Just seeing the Knicks at minus 144.
What do you take though? Do you? I mean, you have to take the money line here.
Yeah, but I think
this is a game you wait though.
I have to wait because that line is horrible. The Knicks should not be favorites in this game.
You have to wait. You could eat. You're gonna get plus money at any point.
You're gonna get plus money like almost
if you know how the series has been going.
Yeah.
I think if you're taking this line early, you're kind of a fish, bro. Why take the 2.5 right now?
It just has to be some type of I don't know. I don't know where they're getting that line from. I really don't because what have they shown? Okay, yeah, they came back down 20 in back-to-back games, but like they're not leading in these games.
Yeah, so your 2 wins, you came back down from 20. What was the third one? Third one wasn't 20-point deficit, but that was a back-and-forth game.
They were down, I think, 11 at half.
Something like that.
That was game 4 Monday. And, like, Tatum went down with, 6 minutes to go? Or 3 minutes?
And then the 2 Celtics wins, you can argue they look dominant. Obviously not early dominant in game 5, but late they look dominant. Was it game 3? Game 3 they won. They looked dominant. They won. That was a game they were hitting all types of threes. Actually hitting the threes. So yeah, I don't know, man. I think if I was a Knicks fan, I'd be looking to get them live. If I'm a Celtics backer, I'm all over this. What are my series prices? Nah. Yeah. Let me see these series prices.
Yeah, I mean the Celtics are plus 220.
Correct score. Can you bet that?
They're only giving you Knicks 4-3.
There's 2 teams, guys, that are playing.
You know what I would do?
What?
If I was a Celtics fan, the Celtics are plus 124 to win Game 6, but they're plus 220 to win the series.
Take them win series.
You take them win the series.
Yeah.
You get better value, and they're going to be heavily favored probably.
Wait. Did we just find? Wait. So we actually have the opportunity here, to be honest, because I should have did it with the Nuggets, but you can take the Celtics plus 220, put a nice wager on it. Say you put 100 on it, right? Say they win this game. Then you just sit and watch Game 7 and wait for that plus sign to come for the Knicks side. And you just fucking, right? Is that what we do here? I mean, not you, but that's probably what I should do here. No. If I wanted to make some free cash. Well, let's not say free cash. The gamble is game 6.
Yeah, you got to hope that
the gamble is game 6. And then you put like.
Because honestly, I don't know if I see the Knicks winning in Boston for game 7. So that's kind of where I stand on that.
Boston's also just way better away than they are at home. The Knicks got 2 at home. It's a weird series, bro.
They have to do it tonight.
It's a weird series.
And what a collapse this would be.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be very. I feel like it'd be kind of Knickish.
3-1.
Oh, God damn. Shouldn't probably say that. God damn. It's on brand for the Knicks, though, I feel like.
Yeah. Plus 220. If you're looking at the Celtics, plus 220, that's your series price. That's your bet. And then you look at game 7, Sunday, 3:30.
What is that? That's not a game 7 line.
The
surely.
Thunder are 7.5-point favorites with the Nuggets as plus 250 on the money line.
Surely that's not a game 7 line.
Game 7.
7.5? I'm so close to just letting it rip, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. So close to just letting it rip. Also, something I'm pissed off. Can you check player points? Do we have Julian Strawther lines?
Doubt it.
I checked last night. There was no Julian Strawther, even after the game he had last night.
No.
And see, I'm gonna tip my cap to Adelman because that's a good adjustment by Adelman, letting Julian Strawther get some minutes, and that was a huge wrinkle. FanDuel, get your act together, bro. Let me get a Julian Strawther over 8.5 line. I'm trying to hammer his 15. You know what I'm saying? Also in that game last night, I don't know if you were involved in this, but I saw some people were involved in the first half wagering. Lou Dort hit his typical 26 million feet cover square feet, 18 seconds to hit the basket 3-point shot as time expired in the first half. And the first half spread was minus 2.5 for OKC. So shout out to you if you had OKC first half. If you had Nuggets first half, fuck off. And of course it was Lou Dort. Because I anytime I bet on Lou Dort or I bet OKC, it takes an hour to watch his ball go through the net or just clank off. He shoots it 55,000 feet in the air. It's fucking Neil Armstrong going to the moon again. But shout out to Lou Dort. You mean cashing people out. You're obviously somebody's hero last night. I want to see some Julian Strawther lines, though. Let's get them fucking rolling, man. Taking someone for 50?
I don't know. I was just looking at the 40 ball lines to see.
Well, Trent said that we haven't seen MVP Shea. I wholeheartedly disagree, but that's what he said.
It's his third 30 ball in the series.
Yep. You see it. And I think the time he's getting the buckets is what it is for me.
I think there's potential for a plus 500 SGA 40 ball.
I actually don't hate.
I don't hate
at
either
the
of
crib.
them.
At the crib, he's been having slow starts too.
I know.
He's been having slow starts.
And then you got Jokic at plus 560.
Does the hand bother you at all?
Not really, to be honest,
Okay.
because it's game 7.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Let me ask you an opinion about a guy, Jalen Williams. Struggling. Had a 32-point game, I think, in game 4.
Yep.
But struggling overall in the series. I don't know what his line is for game 7, but let me see what it is.
19.5.
19.5. Off your gut instinct with Jalen Williams, what he's been going through in the series.
I'm taking that.
You're taking it. You're taking it.
I would take the over in that.
Really? Expecting to have a big game.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like what I see. You know who I like what I'm seeing from? I like what I'm seeing from Chet. Last game especially. I would probably look to back Chet before I look to back J-Dub in a Robin role. Chet Board's not a bad look either. Yeah, I don't know. J-Dub's got me a little. I don't like how I'm seeing from J-Dub. And what they put in Michael Porter, what they put in him. What shot did he not look like a different player last night? That nigga with some type of turmeric shot or some shit, bro. He looked like he a brand new player, bro. I'm about to take MPJ. And what's his lines at?
These are.
It's 1.5.
Yeah.
So am I getting baited if I take MPJ for 3? Like it's gonna be plus chicken. That's not the same as Cat, but probably plus something. They might get me. They might bait me. I'm not gonna lie. He looked like he was back.
Plus 280 for.
He looked like he was. Did he wait?
Three mid threes.
Am my eyes deceiving me? God, let me check the box. Let me check the box before we move on. Let me just check the box to make sure he didn't do as well as that. He looked like he was back. Like not as far as the ball was going in the basket, but he looked like he was moving way more fluid. He had that air ball. He had the air ball on the floor.
Dude, 2 of them.
2 threes. 2 of what?
5.
I could see him hitting 3. I could see him hitting 3. We'll come back to it. I think I might have to take MPJ, bro. Fuck me.
Yeah, did they give us any finals? That's crazy.
So an exact matchup, what I was teasing beginning of the show. How do you feel about the reunion? Julius Randle, Dante, Knicks, Timberwolves final matchup?
Would be crazy.
How do you feel about that? You can get good odds for that right now.
Plus 600.
And to be honest, so you can say it's a revenge spot in the playoffs for the Nuggets because if they play the Timberwolves because the Timberwolves bounced them before. But I like what I can get from the Timberwolves' entire roster consistently more than I like it from the Nuggets. I don't know why. Like you have elimination game Jamal, which was huge. A couple huge games from Yoke. Besides that, the rest of your supporting cast, Christian Brown had a huge game last night. MPJ's looks like a shell of himself. AG's been up and down. He had some great games to start the series. But I kind of like the Timberwolves to get to the finals. I don't know if I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but Julius Randle looks great. They can match up with anybody size-wise. Rudy's playing good ball. Jaden McDaniels is looking like one of the best playmaking wings in the wing defenders in the league, probably the best. Anthony Edwards, as soon as he gets a shot going, I like him going band for band with anybody. Like anyone in the league right now. As soon as he gets a shot going. And he's being more patient. And he's going to the basket as well. I've already gave my flowers to Julius Randle. Triple-double Julius Randle in the playoffs? You shit me? Like, Julius Randle dropping 26, 27 in the playoffs and we're not even talking about it because it looks like he's doing it like it's effortless? So the Timberwolves are a team I'm really looking at right now. And then the Knicks come out the East. I feel like y'all got to get the Pacers this time.
They got to get to the Pacers this time.
You know what I mean? If it does happen,
lineup.
You know? And what are the odds for that?
I mean, Knicks and Timberwolves is plus 600.
Oh, I thought I could get more for that.
Knicks and Pacers are also both plus 125 to come out of the East. I don't know if I like that. I feel like that value's got to be better.
Yeah, I don't love it, but they're probably saying the match was made up. These West odds,
Thunder's minus 155, Timberwolves plus 220, Nuggets plus 500. That's your Western Conference winner.
So what's stopping me from putting 50 on the Timberwolves and 50 on the Nuggets? And praying the Nuggets win Game 7.
Yeah.
That's the move. 1,000%. I'm 100% doing that. Putting 50 on the Nuggets and 50 on the Timberwolves as soon as the show's over. Like what? And just pray they win Game 7.
Yeah, because then you automatically get a cash.
That's what I'm saying. And just pray they win Game 7. Nikola Jokic, if you're someone listening, please, I just need guaranteed cash. Just take care of this Game 7 for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to break you off, but if I catch you out, Denver, I got you with a beer. You feel me? I know you like to drink, fat ass. So I got you. One game, yeah?
That's a good little cash.
What's wrong with that?
Plus 500.
You got to take advantage of the opportunities.
I like it.
Got to take advantage of the opportunities.
That's smart there. We have to make sure we keep
and the odds are good enough to where like you got it. Like,
You're right.
Oh, you know what? I could probably take that on the book, actually. It's probably better to take that on the book. Credit. No draw. Shout out Dugan.
But I would say
they probably had the odds of them to win the West.
Yeah, but the odds may be different.
A little lower.
Or sometimes it's a little higher. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right. So let's transition here a little bit to the NHL and what we're seeing odds-wise for the Leafs.
Are the Leafs
and the
dead?
Panthers?
Are they dead?
Are they dead? I don't think so.
No.
We have the Hurricanes that have moved on officially in 5 games. The Leafs are down 3-2 after a 2-0 series lead start to this series. Won both games at home.
Coming off a 6-1 loss at the crib.
And now you have to go to Florida to somehow save this season. With almost 2-1 on the money line. Now it's going down now, plus 188.
Why do I feel like I'm open to be educated because I don't pay enough attention. I don't feel like Sergei Bobrovsky is talked about enough, bro.
Well, he was one of the most important
That guy's
parts of that team in the
every single
cup-winning
run.
season last year.
Every single run. Even when they were the team upset in even when the Bruins. And then this year, like after the first two games, I mean, I'm pretty sure they even lost like 2-0 and 2-1 or something like that. So it wasn't like he was playing bad. But after those first two losses, he flipped some crazy fucking switch. All I hear when I watch it, Bobrovsky every fucking time, bro.
Do or die for the Leafs. And I want to look at series prices now. Leafs plus 550. That's
no
hilarious.
Way. Yeah, I can't touch it, bro.
That's hilarious. Well, if you win this game, then you're going back to Toronto for Game 7.
See,
an original 16, Game 7.
I'm like,
that's what you dream about.
I'm completely contradicting myself because this is what I was looking at with the other series. But isn't it just different with the Leafs, bro? How do you trust the Leafs down 3-2? Have they ever won a series when they were trailing? Genuinely, I don't. Everything I know about this team is them choking, and like every time I see it, they choke. I don't know if I would classify this as a choke, personally. But I don't know if they can save their season, bro, versus a team like this. To bet it? You bet it.
I'm really thinking about it.
I mean, you already did.
Yeah. Well, I mean the series price. What if you did?
Taking it to win 2 in a row?
Yeah, because again, the importance of this is if you just find a way to win Game 6 in Florida, keep the season alive, don't lose 4 straight after going up 2-0 in this series. That would be an embarrassment. Then you get to go back home to Toronto for Game 7. An original 6-team Game 7 at home. That is like scripted story.
I don't even want to put those fans through that.
I think they want to be.
Sick fucks, Toronto fans. I might bet it just because, if enough Toronto fans comment on this clip and say bet it, I'm hopping in, bro. Because I feel like I got it. Who's it? Biz. I see Biz had his tie on. It was like
fired up.
2 days ago. He had the tie on. He had the pin on. Maybe I had to join in. I don't get the belief though. Is this like we feel bad for the Leafs? Let's lift them up type of thing. Like I don't know, bro. Historical chokers. Fuck.
And now the Oilers are the favorites to win this whole freaking thing.
See, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because let me ask you a question, right? So, Edmonton, obviously they have good 5-on-5 with Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. But I feel like if they play the Stars penalty kill being that fucking good, as a casual, I'm just thinking that's probably a matchup problem. Yeah. Or it's just puts the Stars in a position to be able to steal a good bit of games. You have to assume McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Connor Brown, they can make plays with the puck, draw some penalties. But if you kill they're killing like, bro, their numbers for penalty kills is ridiculous. Especially versus Winnipeg. Ridiculous. I don't know. I kind of like the Stars, bro.
Well, I think
Ottinger's getting saves, nonchalant demon. No. What is this? Say that. What is that, bro? What is that? Actually, what is that? And I have to take them to win. I have to take them, bro. I have to take them.
Well, I think the better matchup is the Stars, but I don't know. I'm like closetly rooting for the like a closet.
Don't closet fan me, bro.
Closet Jets fan right now.
No, they're calling. I seen some Kyle Connor fraud tweets on the TL.
That's some bullshit.
Is it?
That makes no sense.
I seen the fraud tweets flying last night.
Yeah, so maybe the Jets can force a Game 7. Keep it interesting. Going back to Dallas, we'll see.
Was Kyle Connor on the U.S. team?
No.
Really? That's a tough team to make, man. God damn.
Tough league.
God, bro. God damn.
That's like what Kruk said.
It's tough league. Tough league, man.
Tough league. Yeah, so what is interesting, though, but before we step away from the NHL, but what is interesting is the Florida Panthers are listed as the second favorite to win the Stanley Cup at plus 280, with the Oilers in first at plus 230. What I don't really understand is why you have Florida like that high. Because people might be taking Florida right now, and let's just say they lose Game 6.
Well, yeah.
That value is getting destroyed.
They just look like they found that championship form from last year. Like, it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's so crazy. Obviously, like, I didn't even, like, mentally – I had the game on, but I didn't even mentally pay it, like, that much attention to the last game of that series because the prior two games where I think it was 2-1, 2-0 – it was like, oh, the Panthers are back. Like they're doing that high press shit. Reinhardt's flying around. Sam Bennett's flying around. I'm like, oh shit. Like Kachuk's talking shit to people. Who was it they hit when they hit Barkov? Who hit Barkov in the back? The cross check in the back? And Kachuk's telling Nylander, like, oh, I got you. Nice game, smiling at him. I'm like, yeah, they're back, bro. Like, they're just back. Once you wake up a beast like that, and I don't know hockey, but, like, I can just compare it to other sports. And when you wake up Kansas City and when you wake up the Celtics, it's just like, oh, shit. You probably should have. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that hit changed the series. It might have. Maybe hockey fans feel like it did. But something flipped the switch, man. Now they just look different, bro. I just can't count. I don't know. Maybe versus Carolina. How Carolina look versus the Capitals, I feel like the Panthers, from a casual perspective, a little faster, a little more physical, a little more skilled like version of the Capitals. Kind of rough and tough, but a little more skilled, a little more fast, and can put more goals up. I don't think that's a good matchup for Carolina. I don't. I'm looking at that matchup and I'm like, you would love to have a fucking Mikko Rantanen on your team for that matchup.
Yeah,
what the fuck, bro?
You're right about that.
Like I kind of like the Panthers now. I'm not gonna lie.
And that would be them doing it again, too. You see in the Advance to Stanley Cup Final tab on FanDuel, the Western Conference Finals winner, the favorite is the Oilers at -130. Obviously being because they're already sitting and waiting for the winner of that Stars and Jets series. But it's just kind of wild to me.
Is it going to be my first ever McDavid fade?
So that essentially means you're getting a series price without the series price coming out yet because we don't know the matchup. So this is what I'd be curious about to see. If the Oilers, if it's the Stars, come out as a series winner, that they're, -130. Because essentially that's what they're telling us right now, is that the Oilers are -130 to win the Western Conference. So that should mean, based on that logic, that if we get the Stars win Game 6, Stars-Oilers, then that means FanDuel should be putting out the series price at Oilers -130. But I bet you that's not gonna happen.
Probably
I feel
not.
like it'd be more favored towards the Stars.
Is Pickard cool?
Yeah,
he's back for the series because I saw Stu Skinner in there for a game, and I'm like, if we gotta play Stu Skinner in there,
he did play well though.
He was all right. But we gotta put Skinner in there for multiple games. We gotta have motherfucker go. But I don't know. It might be my first McDavid fade, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the Stars are growing on me. I like the team. I really like the squad. And when I saw the clip of the Islander nonchalant save, they might have sold me, bro. I was already fucking with Wyatt. I was already fucking with Robertson. Now I'm fucking with Rantanen heavy. And they have a nonchalant king in net? Renault looking with the... Nah, bro. I got to take the Stars off the casual look. That's one of my guys. They might be my guys. Sorry, McDavid. I got to switch sides.
To the MLB.
We got some action.
We have some action. The MLB future that I had placed in the end of March. It was the day, I think it was opening day, in the morning of opening day, March 27th. 5-leg division winner parlay. The Tigers to win the AL Central, the Phillies to win the NL East, the Cubs to win the NL Central, the Texas Rangers to win the AL West, and the New York Yankees to win the AL East. The odds at just above 15,000. Now, just a quick update on that. If you can go on FanDuel and you hit reuse selections, they're giving me that right now at plus 2,200. So obviously significantly different. They were giving a cash out for just above 2.5x. Obviously not taking it because I'm riding it the whole way.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Be for real. But just to show where we are. The team I want to note, or teams I guess I should note, Tigers off to a very good start.
Shout out to the Tigers,
Shout out to the Tigers.
Shout out to the motherfucking Tigers. Now, that division is far, far from over, but there's a couple good things coming out of there, specifically early in the season in their 9-hole. Javi Baez,
man.
There's not many players that like watching pull the baseball at the ballpark more than Javi Baez. There was a game a couple weeks ago where he had 2 home runs in the walk-off. I was watching the replay, and I'm like, thank God this guy's not worried about my division anymore. But just watching this guy pull balls left field, drop the bat, it's a great sight to see. Obviously, Scooby-Dooby's out there too. But that division, Guardians are 3.5 back. Royals are 4.5 back. Twins are 5 back.
Yeah.
Byron Buxton's heating up. Bobby Witt's kind of trying to find his MVP form. And then no one's really talking about Jose Ramirez. You can just pencil in for 300, 10 home runs at this point. I think he has 8 home runs, 25 RBIs. Division is far from over. I think this is going to be a great sweat, but I think you got a sharp look with Tigers at plus 230.
Plus 230, that's
sharp
what they were.
Look.
Then the Phillies, I really was deciding between the Phillies and the Mets because the Mets were higher than the Phillies. Phillies are plus 200 to win their division. The Mets were higher. I guess they just, I don't know. I guess they, because it was actually Phillies. Effect. I think it was Phillies, Braves, Mets.
Soto effect, yeah.
But I thought the Mets would have been higher,
more favorites.
More favored.
I think. What they had the concerns that everyone else had was about the starting pitching.
Yeah,
and their pitching's doing decent, but here's the thing: where the Phillies are 2.5 games back, I wouldn't be nervous at all. Over the stretch, we have about 120, 115 games to go in the season. The Phillies have 4 pitchers that you could put out in a regular season game that I feel very confident that can go get you one. Now, if Phillies fans feel some type of way about Aaron Nola, you can possibly make it 5 if you put him in there. But I'm putting out Wheeler, Luzardo, Ranger, Christopher Sanchez. Those 4, I'm so confident I can get a win. And then me personally, I'm confident with 5. Those 5 guys with that starting pitching, Schwarber's looking like the best batter in the lineup right now. Trey Turner's finally batting 300. Now, the power's not there, but him batting 300 and having like a 320, 330 OP on-base percentage, stealing bags is huge. Bryce Harper gets going. I want to see how the Mets hold the lead like this. It's only 2.5 games, but I don't like their pitching over 115 more games over the Phillies. I think the Mets are a great team. I think they'll be fine. And I think in a playoff series, I'll be less concerned and go day-to-day with the thing. But over 100 games, I'm talking about a future bet, 100 games, I'd feel very confident with Philly starting pitching and then hoping that the bats heat up, honestly, over the Mets. Now, the Mets can still do it. There's obviously a lot going right for them right now. Pete Alonso's hitting the fucking skin off the ball. Lindor looks great. So there's obviously a lot going for him. But I think over a stretch of 115, 120 more games we have left, dude, you might have placed a draw, bro. Like you might have placed the ticket, bro.
Texas Rangers are a half game back.
Yep, that series is gonna be, that division.
And then obviously, the Cubs are the favorite. They were the highest odds there.
They should win the division.
Plus 115.
They should win the division.
They should win that division, and they're doing it comfortably right now.
That bullpen scares me, but they should win the division.
The biggest one I think I had to shout out though was the Yankees. Even though they were the favorite, I didn't really expect it to go like this. You had no Stanton. Luis Hill is not going to be back until, post All-Star break possibly. Stanton, like I said, Stanton hasn't swung a bat yet. You obviously had no Cole.
Yep.
There's just there've been so many factors. DJ LeMahieu, Jazz Chisholm's hurt. There's just been a lot of factors going against the Yankees, and for them to just heads down, find a way to win games.
A big shout out to fucking Max Fried. It seems like every time he grabs the ball on the bump, he gets 6 innings pitched, 1, 2, 0 on runs, 5, 6 strikeouts. Literally every single time he touches the ball. And then other thing too was just this is not to discredit the Yankees at all. Teams in the AL East we were looking forward to have good years are a little underwhelming. Orioles, what's going on over there? It looks like a fraudulent team. And then thought the Red Sox would be a little better. I think they're getting to around 500 right now. I think they're a game under 500, so they're getting there. But I thought those 2 teams would be a lot better. It looks great for them. But the Yankees are playing good ball without their guys. One thing I'm concerned about. So what are we going to do with Devin Williams? Is he going to be the closer? Is he going to be the setup man?
Right now, Luke Weaver is
settled in as a closer. So if Devin Williams is your setup man,
if they want to, I know they're trying to take a little bit of a breather on Devin Williams being the everyday closer, but Luke Weaver.
Okay.
Luke Weaver is doing his job. And then, again, Devin Williams, this is another factor I didn't mention, but it's like an 8.47 or an 8.35 ERA.
Bro.
The guy that we saw last year, that.
You think they got the World Baseball Classic.
Like, that's not what.
So it's like a Trey Turner thing going on here.
Anybody was expecting. But having Max Fried step up in the biggest moments
he's been massive.
It's been just an auto win every time he's on the mound. And then, the guys are stepping up. Trent Grisham has stepped up. Ben Rice, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yep.
Judge is batting above 400
Dominguez
in May.
went dingbat, I think, a couple days ago, right?
Dominguez had 3 on, I believe that was last Sunday. He had 3. And it's just, this is something that the Yankees fans can kind of take into account, where I was one of those guys bitching at the beginning of the year. There's just no way that they should be the favorites when they got
they were the favorites when the AL East, 100 games, all that type of shit.
So
Aaron Judge was batting 400 at a point, man. It's just
still is.
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
It's just not real.
All right, to the WNBA as the season is kicking off. The ladies.
I think we're gonna. Me personally, I'm gonna be doing a lot more betting on the ladies this year. You already seen it, but I'm gonna be doing a lot more lady betting this year.
There is a Caitlin Clark tab on FanDuel listed as Caitlin Clark WNBA specials. Let's take a look at some of these future bets and odds for Caitlin Clark.
So there was one that really caught my eye that I actually wanted to do research on the show. I was going to do research before. The 10 and 12 threes thing.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark to record.
Do you just take that as a ladder, season-long ladder, and just pay attention? Like, what's the most threes? I'm going to look up what's the most threes she's hit in a game. I like it.
Caitlin Clark to record 10 made threes in any regular season game, plus 500. And Caitlin Clark to record 12 in any regular season game is plus 1,400. Okay, first of all, both 10 and 12.
So Caitlin Clark has hit 13 threes in college. That was versus LSU. I'm seeing she's hit Fever Ride Caitlin Clark's record-tying 7 threes, 30 points. That was on June 7th of last year. So she's flirting with it. Hit 13 in college. That's a look. I might take that ladder and just have some fun with it. Because every game, if you tune in the second, third quarter, you see she has 5 threes. We're sweating. We're locked in. That might be a season-long sweat. I'm down to take.
I find it interesting that she's gotten 7, but she hasn't gotten 8, and then 8's minus 160.
They're telling you something.
Yeah, but that value, I'd hate minus 160.
They're telling you something. But with that line being 160, that's telling me that she's gonna be either hitting 8 or flirting with 8 multiple times in the season. So if she's gonna be at 8, why not get
16?
That was crazy to me. Dude, yes,
16 assists is minus 240.
What?
Come on, man. I don't care if she's done it 20 times.
20 assists
16,
plus 550.
16 assists in a game is insane.
Like
and that's minus 250.
Do you take the 20?
If you're saying 16 is minus 240, you're telling me 20 assists is plus 550. That better be a plus 1,000 at least. Then double it.
Well, let's go to the numbers.
Because that makes no sense to me. How are you giving minus 240 for 16 in a game, and you're pretty much giving 5-1 for 20 assists in a game?
Well, Caitlin Clark holds the WNBA record for most assists in a single game with 19 assists, which she achieved in a game against the Dallas Wings on July 17, 2024. She broke the previous record of 18 assists held by Courtney Vandersloot. I think I'm going to take the 20 then. I think you have to take a step. Bro,
I will take a stab. I'm just, I'm trying to argue for the odds here.
You don't like the odds.
But
if she had 19 last year, and you get a season-long bet, not a single game, season-long bet for her to get 20, I would like some more, but I don't even hate it. I don't hate it.
550.
I think I'm going to be putting in some Caitlin Clark bets. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually going to put it in. Payday comes around, I'm going to be putting some Caitlin Clark bets. I swear to God. I like these, bro. I don't know about the 50. The 50 is a little crazy. 50 points in a WNBA game? I
wouldn't do that.
Is that not wild, bro?
They even have 40, but 40 they're saying is minus 210.
Let's do some research.
Like what?
Let's see.
Come on.
Aja Wilson had 53 in 2023. Maya Moore scored 48. There's been 3 50 balls in WNBA history. There's been a lot of 40s. I don't see Caitlin Clark on here. She didn't have 40 last year? I see, who I see on here? Jewel Lloyd. She's on here. I don't see Caitlin Clark on here, though. So maybe she doesn't have a 40 yet. So I don't know about the 40 and 50 ones. I don't know if I like those at all.
At minus 210 for 40.
But I mean, if you hit 10
plus
threes,
800
if you hit 10 threes or 12 threes.
You would think, I guess.
I don't know. I'm cool on the 50. I like the 10 and 12 threes, though.
I think I like the thought process of taking the 20 assists.
Yeah,
I think we just got to talk ourselves into it. Even though the value, even though I don't agree with the value.
But I think season long.
Yeah.
Will they play 50, 60 games? That's a lot of chances. I don't know if you want to take a look at the Paige Becker's tab. That's my shawty, but it wasn't too much going on there. It was a little unrealistic. Like, that's crazy. Paige Becker's to break WNBA single game scoring record, 54 plus points in any game. Why do we have that for Caitlin Clark when we have it for Paige? Does that not make any, why do they do these things? I feel like I would want to take that for Caitlin Clark. I feel like she actually has a chance to do that. And they're already offering 50 for Caitlin Clark. Why are they putting this on this little girl? Sorry, Paige. But you know what I'm saying? You're just coming in the league. What? To score 50?
6,000.
To score 40?
I don't know if I like
Bro,
anything on
even
the
to average 20 is insane in your first season.
Yeah.
That's hard to do, bro.
To average 5 assists is plus 100. To average 5 rebounds is plus 140.
Oh, cool.
I think I'm good.
That's an insane tab, I feel like.
That is that's a I mean
Show why do they have show more? Yeah, okay. All right. Oh wait. Wait.
10
Whoa,
threes.
whoa. Paige Beckers to lead the Dallas Wings in points scored. Not high enough for me to take, but any WNBA junkies, y'all like that? I don't hate that.
True that.
I don't hate that. Yo, you know what's funny I saw? Sorry, make you go back to WNBA. The Golden State Valkyries are in their inaugural season. You could bet when they'll get their first win.
That's crazy.
I'm debating on doing the Mystics and the Sparks back to back. That's my debate. I think I might do that.
That is hilarious.
That is, yeah. So we can bet on when they get their first win.
That is some degen shit right there, man. Okay, briefly to the NFL.
Yo, this tab is sick. When I ran into this, I couldn't believe I found this.
So it's got to be in futures, right?
No, it's all the way to the end. All the way to the end.
Stage of
Oh,
elimination in the 2025-2026 NFL season. You can select a team. For example, we will use the Minnesota Vikings
This is fire.
as an example. To miss the playoffs, minus 170. To lose in the wild card round, plus 420. Lose in the divisional round, plus 650. Lose in the conference championship round, plus 1,400. Lose in the Super Bowl, plus 3,000. And win the Super Bowl, plus 2,900. So you can, really get crafty here. I wonder,
say we make a lottery
can
of
you
every
parlay?
stage. Yes, you can parlay it. It's SGP. You can parlay it with, a game tonight.
Yeah, but could I do, parlay it with another team?
Yes. So my idea is, I think we make a degen way too early stage of elimination parlay with each stage. So a team to win Super Bowl, team to lose it, team to lose in the conference championship, team to lose in the divisional, team to lose in the wild card, and team to miss the playoffs. Just one of each, not just one of each. All right, so start with the team to win Super Bowl, right? Or should we start from the bottom up?
Fine.
I mean, you know the Eagles will win the Super Bowl, right?
I was going to say the Bills, but
All right. Eagles will win the Super Bowl, right?
this is the way too early stage of elimination parlay in the 2025-2026 NFL season. Okay. To win the Super Bowl.
It's the Eagles, right? The repeat.
I would not like to take the fucking repeat.
Who's stopping us?
Fine. You know what?
No, I'm just going to know. We're not going to know. I just want to ask you, so you think the Bills are going to stop the parade?
We're doing way too early, so
Are we making it? Are we at least making it back? Are they going to beat us?
I think I was going to go Bills out of the AFC Eagles. So
Okay, I can get on board for that, I guess. I can join you for that, I guess. I like Josh Allen. I like James Cook. We can do that. You know what I mean?
and then you do Eagles.
To lose Super Bowl. Just pains me to even say that and put it in a fucking.
Dude, this is insane.
It just pains me to.
So lose in conference championship round.
Who do we put here?
Who are the Eagles beating?
Or do we do the rematch? Chiefs Bills? Is it the script? Do they do it again? Do they do it again?
What if Harbaugh and the Chargers get there?
Come on, my nigga.
Bro.
You know you went for my sweet spot too. You said Herbert. Of course I can sign up for her. Conference chip.
Come on, Joey B.
Ooh.
Joey B. Still got no defense.
What are we doing with Trey? It's hard for me to do it way too early with them if I don't know what they're doing with Trey. Trey is coming to the OTAs like he's just played 9 holes.
He's not.
Improving a point.
He's not going to be a Bengal.
With the loss of him, do we?
So then, I just feel weird taking the Chiefs there. I don't know.
I feel like the NFC is way more I mean, both leagues are wide open, but NFC, man, I mean, who do you even take? Who do you even take? Everyone's going to say the Commanders.
Detroit. But
Detroit's still there. I mean, you can't factor out the fact that the Rams are there. The 49ers, CMC is going to be healthy. Dre Greenlaw.
I would like to take Detroit.
Really? To lose in the conference championship game?
Yeah. Because
No Ben Johnson?
That would mean that the Eagles would beat Detroit.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we like that, or do we like maybe a
I'm torn. It's either I want to do KC to lose the conference championship or Detroit. And I don't hate it.
Well, all right, so we can put KC in there. Lose in the conference. That's crazy. So that means that
the rematch, that's a good script, I feel like. For Josh Allen, that's a good script.
Yep. And then we just need a
team losing the divisional.
No, we need, I thought we were doing, we're doing one of each.
One of each. Because, bro, that would be OD.
That'd be crazy.
We literally be calling the entire
yeah, okay.
All
right.
Let me just pick one of each.
So now what is it? Losing the divisional?
A team that we think is going to get bounced in the divisional. I think, you know who I think is a good candidate for this? I think the Commanders are a good candidate for this. I think
the Bucks could be.
I feel like they're a wild card team, huh? Or nah? Do the Bengals fall in this boat?
The Bengals could fall in this boat.
But do they even make it?
What about like the Ravens?
I don't want to bet on Lamar.
You know what I mean, though? Because they would have
Lamar.
You got to figure that they're playing, that they may be matched up against the Chiefs or the Bills. Because we just had both of those teams.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? I think we picked the Ravens. And that might be pretty good value. No, they have it. They like that. Lamar.
I don't, bruh. I'm taking y'all to win the bowl. All right, Mar. This is not me, bro. This is him. It's not me. I'm taking y'all to win the bowl, Mar. It's not me, bro.
So now wild card.
Rams?
I'm okay with it.
Broncos?
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Broncos?
Let's check the
Packers, maybe?
Texans.
Ooh, but they might win the division, though, so they'll be in the division.
True.
They have to be. I'm thinking about teams that are going to be second place in their division, playing the wild card.
Falcons. I think the Bucks are going to win that. But Falcons might still miss the playoffs, though.
Niggas shitty. What are the odds? What are those odds? That might be sweaty. What are those odds for the Falcons to lose in the wild card? At the top.
330. They got to get there, though.
They got to get there. I kind of like the Broncos. I feel like there'll be a perennial team that get bounced in the wild card divisional round.
And then who do we do for missing playoffs?
They just can't win the division. If they win the division, I'm sick. To miss the playoffs?
It can't be. It's got to be like somewhat. Like it's not like we pick like, you know.
Do we do it with the Vikings?
No.
JJ's first year? They're getting back?
I was gonna say like
I don't want to do anything obvious, so don't get. Ooh,
I was thinking about like a Colts.
Nah, that's obvious. I feel like. What are the Cowboys odds?
-220 to miss it.
Jesus, Bears.
-210. I'm down with taking the Bears to miss. Even though they did a lot.
Nah, I don't know if I'm gonna take the Bears to miss the playoffs.
Dude, you know what would be kind of sweaty? I think the Patriots
to miss. No, I don't know if I like that.
I don't either. It's -125. How about like the Dolphins, dude? We're not gonna get.
Why is this the hardest one to do?
Because all of the values pretty much basically the same. It's between like -220 and lower.
What the? I mean, Titans is the easy answer, no?
Yeah, but I don't want to take the -550.
Fuck. What are the Jets? My man's over there. I don't want
-650.
All right, that's disrespectful.
Why don't we take Seattle?
Sammy D. Yo, yeah, that is crazy. All right, we can take this. He hit the bronze jaw. It's crazy.
Ooh,
it's crazy.
I'm scared.
10 to win 4. That's what? What?
$10 gets you 4,200 on that, and we just basically called the fucking playoffs.
That's not enough. I feel like wait, what?
We just called the playoffs.
That's That's not enough.
We just called the fucking playoffs.
What?
So we got the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Would you bet this?
The Eagles to lose in the Super Bowl. The Chiefs to lose in the conference championship. The Ravens to lose in the divisional. Broncos to lose in the wild card. And the Seattle Seahawks to miss the playoffs.
So 20 gets me about 10K?
20 gets you 8,400. 25 would get you $10,560. But this, my friends, is a donation.
I mean, go to water.com and just donate $25 to the poor kids that don't have any water. What the fuck?
Take a look at that tab.
Yeah,
go have some fun with it.
Maybe you can just, you don't
have to parlay it like we're doing it. We're just trying to shine light on the new tab.
How is this? I feel like we should be getting rewarded way more for the hard work we're putting in.
Should be double.
I mean, we are looking into
literally are predicting the
We
playoffs.
are in February 2026 when we make this, and we're getting this is fucked, bro. I think we're doing a good job of showcasing FanDuel's bullshit.
Showcasing.
And we love you, FanDuel, but we have to, it's a good. There's no good relationship without calling out your friends.
That's right. That's right. You got to keep everybody in check.
You know what I'm saying?
And DraftKings, your interface is annoying. So
yeah, DraftKings, you could be the one. You could be the one for real. DraftKings, y'all could be the one. Y'all like the 7-8 with a nice body that don't know how to do her makeup yet. Just figure it out. Get some Fenty or some shit. And just figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we're going. We have things to do today.
Big day today. What time is it, bro? I'm about to be late to my lesson.
No, you're not. He's got a lesson today. We got men's league tonight. We got a big day ahead. If you watch this on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Apple Podcasts and Spotify audio listeners, scroll to the bottom, give us those ratings. They mean a lot to us. We'll see you after the weekend. Keep an eye out for the Race to 700 brought to you by Pickett Sports and Betting Trivia. All day bets. Alex Jacobs, Manny Ruffin. See you on the other side.